Thank you, Chad. Obviously, a much different game than Thursday night's game. Good teams find a way to win. I was proud of our guys. 3 games in 5 days. I thought it showed a little bit. Certainly not to take anything away from Eastern Michigan's performance. I thought they were physical. They were tough. I thought they came out with a lot of energy and physicality, especially in and around the basket. I never thought we quite adjusted to that. I thought Ali and Reek, Aziz, those guys really struggled with their physicality in and around the basket. We got to be better with that, and those guys have got to, and they have been better with that. Shot making obviously wasn't nearly at the level it was Thursday night, even when we did get good looks. Thought our pace of our offense was not good enough. Our screening, cutting was subpar compared to Thursday. Defensively, I thought we were a little better than we were offensively. But at the end of the day, I think it was just sheer will on our guys' part and showing a lot of courage and caring for each other and caring about winning and, the way they were talking in the huddle, trying to encourage each other, fight through the way they were talking. So I was proud of their resiliency, which this group has shown resiliency all year long consistently. So, tonight was one of those we just won flat out by being resilient and showing some courage and playing with some toughness and making a few key plays here and there. We know we have to play better. We have played better. And it was a great learning experience for me as a coach. First time in a regular season I've ever coached 3 conference games in 5 days. Good for the players, too, and it'll be good experience for us because we're going to have to do it again here, I think, in a few weeks or a couple weeks. A lot of what we did will repeat, but there'll also be some things maybe we'll adjust to a little bit as we get some feedback from our players. But it was, a great stretch here for us this week feel fortunate to get 3 wins in 5 days.
Questions, George?
Given that they were without their top 2 scorers, is there some disappointment in this performance?
No, we're not falling for that. No, not really. Obviously the kids that played for them I thought played really, really well, And we talked about it before the game. GT, leadership's been absolutely terrific, and we're talking about, he brings up, hey, last year we played at Western. They had 2 or 3 starters out right before tip-off, and we're down 6 or 7 at the half. Those guys are good players too, and Division I players too, and, every game's different. And that's the thing I think you learn about conference play. Probably what drives fans nuts. Brian Trimble makes 10 threes on Thursday night. We scored 91 points, smoked about 5 or 6 layups, or we'd have had 100 points on Thursday night. And then you come to today's game, and it's like going to the dentist. It was a struggle for us, offensively especially. Just a grind. The physical game, nasty, tough physical game. And give Stan's team and kids credit for playing the way that they did. But I think when I consider, obviously, everything we've been through this week, the length of the week, the number of games, like I said, I'm proud of the guys and the resiliency that they showed.
Called it a grinded-out affair. What dictated the flow of this game in your mind?
A lot of things. I thought, George, to be honest with you, I thought we tried to go inside early. I didn't think we were very efficient there. I did not think our screening and cutting was very good. Our execution of some of our actions was poor. We didn't get really much there. And so at the end of the day, guys made a couple plays here and there. I thought Castaneda played really well early in the first half. We're down 6 at the half. Heck, we'd have been down double figures if he didn't shoot it in the first half. I thought his play in the first half was big. But, we didn't play very well, very cleanly. But I do think we played with some toughness and found a way.
When did you know that you were going to have to tough it out as opposed to being able to dictate terms of this win? When did you get a sense of that?
About the second media, just watching our guys, watching the flow of the game, watching the way that the game was called. I knew it was going to be one of those. It was going to be a struggle for both teams to score, and that's how the game was played. like I said, Thursday's night's game was completely different. Last Tuesday night's game was completely different. And, you know, in league play, the thing you learn over the years is that, you know, you're capable of winning every game on every night, but you're also capable of losing. It's just an odd deal, you know. Every game's really, really different. You have to respect the opponent. You have to go play the game that's in front of you. You know, you can't make predictions or think game on Saturday is going to be exactly like the game was on Thursday, because it certainly wasn't tonight. It was a completely different style and type of game.
How do you think your team's shot selection was tonight?
I thought it was good for the most part. I thought we were trying to score so bad at the end of the half. We took a few that we settled on. But for the most part, it wasn't bad. I wasn't thrilled with the last possession offensively and the execution. You know, there was some miscommunication there on what we wanted done, and we didn't. Ended up getting a heave at the end of the clock when we had plenty of time to actually get something of better quality. So I was disappointed in that possession. But there were a few we'd like to have back for sure. I thought we settled some in the first half and took some challenge ones. But there were some other ones, too, that we just didn't convert. You know, so I think it was probably a little bit of both.
This is one of 3 weeks where you have to deal with this 3 games in 5 day stretch. What do you learn from it? And is there a sense of relief that the first one is over with? What good can you take from it?
Yeah, I mean, I do think the guys right now, they need a day off. They get the day off tomorrow. Normally we would not do that. We would take 2 days or more to prepare for every league game. But I'm trying to read the tea leaves a little bit. I'm watching this game tonight. I really appreciate how mentally engaged they were all week in their preparation for all 3 games and how quick the turnarounds, you know, they were. It was like an NBA schedule. And so I'm aware of that, which is part of the reason we made the decision that we did for tomorrow, which is rare for us to do that with 2 days in between tonight's game and the next game. But we thought it was necessitated based on this schedule. You know, and the league's trying to do the best job it can, George, to get all these games in. But, you know, the reality of it is if someone has a Tuesday and a Friday or Tuesday-Saturday game and someone else has 3 games in a week, is that more challenging than the other team that had 2? Yes. And I don't know if very many people are talking about that, quite frankly. But it is what it is. We're trying to make up these games. It's a unique year, like last year was, with COVID and the protocol and being concerned, as we all should be, about health and safety and trying to get the games in and give the student-athletes a chance to compete and play. So we get it. You know, we're not going to make any excuses. We certainly didn't this week. I loved our mindset. Thought it was really good. If anything, we'll probably try to do even less the next time we're in this situation. It certainly won't be doing more. And I thought we backed off quite a bit. So, but you're right. I think we have one more where it's 3 and 5. And then the other week where we're making up the Miami game, I think we have maybe a week in between games, like a Friday night game, and then we don't play again till the Friday, Sunday, you know, NBA playoff style, which will be fun. 2 games in 3 days against Miami. So hopefully we'll get an extra rest day or 2 in there as well to try to get part of this with guys. I think there's 2 parts to it. I think a lot of people think about the physical, and obviously that's a part of it. There's no question. But the other part is the mental grind, and really the third part is the academic piece, you know. So there's a lot to manage. I give our guys credit for managing it pretty well this week. And, again, just proud of their courage and resiliency. Looking forward. I love being around them. I do. We do get a day off tomorrow, which, heck, I need to rest a little bit tomorrow. And then my son's birthday party's tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously we'll work in some Central Michigan as well, you know, trying to prepare for them with the staff and watching some film on that so that we're prepared to present them on Monday. But yeah, once again, just really proud of the guys and understanding that this is a very unique circumstance.
All right, John, enjoy your Sunday.
Thank you.
Enjoy your son's birthday party.
I appreciate it.